This is Cardiff Castle in Wales. My third great-grandfather, Thomas Gamage Thomas, fell in love with and married a young servant girl who worked here. He was nearly disowned for it by his well-to-do family.
Right, my name's Dean. I'm one of the castle guides and gate staff, and this gentleman just asked me about the servants. Well, the servants worked a long hour, probably 14-hour days. Some were from the age of 14. They were heavily controlled by the master, who actually gave all their duties. The head servant, Mr. William Crisp, he'd be the steward, not the butler, because we're talking about a Scottish family. William Crisp would be like a sergeant major with white gloves, and he would check everything thoroughly, and if you made a mistake, you go back and do it. If you were clever, the right aptitude, he would teach you to up the ranks, so you could become a silver cleaner, or you could become one of the high status servants. So he would then groom you for stardom if you were clever enough. So if you were really clever, you could get to his position, which is steward, which is the head servant. He made all the decisions. Any job he asked people to do, he could do himself. And he knew what timing. He'd have his clock with him and he'd say, that would have taken me 5 minutes. Why is it taking you 6 minutes? And that's how precise he was. But to clean the silver was such an honor, because if you cleaned it wrong, you could scratch it. So you would never trust anyone unless they had the right sort of attitude.
They had a daughter named Catherine, and his sweetheart apparently died. Years later, Thomas married Elizabeth Phillips, my third great-grandma. About 3 months later, on September 20th, 1855, Thomas was baptized into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He served as a ward clerk or scribe in the Cardiff branch of the church for about 9 months until they sailed to Zion, which would have been the territory of Utah in America.